long time no see. Right. Good evening, everyone. Good to see you all.
Hello there.
There we go. And hello there, exactly. So we are back on the Deadcrest 73 server. Project that we're working on right now. What's that? Bones, okay. What time is it? 12:52? Okay. Where we left off this morning, we were working on automatic wheat farm, but I will not turn down free arrows and bones if I can get them. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, I just right past them. Oh, underground. Boom. Nope, they're there. Alright. Doing good. Doing good. Been poked around underground for a while and decided that project wasn't for me. At least not right now. So I just put that off and switched over to auto farms. And the reason for it is because I want to do a lot of thatch for medieval themes, and that's not going to be so conducive to having thatch with manual farms. So we're working on automatic farms. What we've got done this morning is, of course, we've got the rails down and the collection part of the system. And then down here, it filters. And the wheat should pop up here, but it doesn't because I made a mistake. But it's okay, we can move that and fix it. And then this one spits just the seeds back up to the top. At the moment, there's a barrel for collection. But longer term, they're going to be spitting out seeds so that villagers can come and plant all the spaces. So yeah, all good there. What I did actually is I have the redstone. I'll show you guys. I have the redstone too close to like the hopper line, so it's posing a bit of a problem for things to get through. Because wheat is supposed to show up here, but it does not. Instead, because the hopper's got all locked and such, it stops. Where did it stop? It was stopping in here. Grab quick dirt and run back here. So the wheat, if I throw wheat in, it should end up in the box on top here, but it doesn't. Nor does it end up there. Instead, it tends to end up here. So there's definitely a problem going on. I think it's because the redstone that's doing the tower is messing with the redstone that's doing the sorter. So let's get that out of the road, move this all by one block, and see if that does the trick. Which is not a horrible problem. Could be worse. And besides, I don't mind having it one block further from the farm. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Alright, so let's take this there. Stone. This one. Dirt. Back one. There. Back. There. That. Move this repeater so get that to work. Repeater, where did you go? And then I need a block. There. Where do you come out? I do not claim to know what I'm doing, but I can claim to try. Didn't I? Oh, I just must have picked that one up. Okay. That's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. I'm going to need one more hopper, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. Stuff happens. Build the hopper tower first before I get too confused. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, you're not in the right direction anyways. Come on. Okay, so I can sleep this away. Just because I do not like mobs. Alright. I needed another hopper tonight. Hopper, hopper, hopper. Go. When you move things back, of course you've got to add one more hopper. Isn't that how it always goes? Which is a bit of a shame because that means now I need a double set of sorting. That's okay, I guess. Alright, so let's see. If I put the wheat in here now, where does it end up? It made it through the thing, so that's a good point. It'll get stuck in there, that's okay. And then that means it should drop in here, go all the way up, get a box on top and find out. Works, I'm going to use double chest up top, so I might just install that now. Oops. Double chest, please. There we go. Alright. See what happens here. Rails. That out of the way. Those over there. Don't need another flower. Keepers, keepers. Thank you, bees, but no thank you. Carrots over there. Yeah. So if things work correctly, I should be able to have the wheat. It's not set up on this particular farm, but I need to dig it out anyways. Should be able to have the wheat end up in the chest up top, and then the seeds will end up in the barrel on the side temporarily, and we can always take the barrel away when the farm actually works. One piece I don't want to risk despawning is the wheat itself, because that's sort of the whole goal of this project. So if my dump works in here, let's see where it ends up. I don't need you. That's all that I don't need. Need that. Some of those. Plant those. That was for naming dirt. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Over here should be the wheat, which it's not, so there's a problem. This piece. Slowly funneling through the seeds. That's good news. 9, 10. So where is the wheat getting hung up? And why? There, but why? What did I do that makes that one wrong? Oh, please tell me it's stupid simple. Okay, let's just dump the wheat in like there. Where is it going? Jamming out here again. The question is why? Well, that might help. Nope, I'll freeze it. What did I miss? Blew it. What's under here? Okay. Huh? My redstone's all busted. What did I do? Or not do? Oh. Yeah, that might do it. The other part of it is this is backwards. Which means, why is that being stupid? My tower looks okay. Saying it's got some. What did I mess up there? I have a reference picture I'm looking at. The reference picture has a torch underneath, yes. Okay, and then a feeder that goes into that direction, right? That's down there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes. So why then isn't this block? Block this. It's doing what I think it's doing. Weird. Okay. Jamming out here is that's might be successful, but it's not causing this one to blink. Why? Why for you cause that not blink? This one. Needs this one. Needs this one. So where'd you get to? Here? Because again. This. And this. Chuck it in here. Okay, so it should be blinking. That's jamming. That one's moving. That one's moving. Where to? Oh, showing up at the top. Okay, I don't care. That's fine. They're doing what I want so silently it freaked me out. That's what the problem was. I missed a torch. This one I had solid. That would explain a lot. Okay. This one, that, this, that. This one. There. Yeah. Let's make it stone like everything else. Stone, 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 stone. 1, 2, 1. Sorry. That's all I could say about this morning's VOD, Neon. Sorry. It was not my world's best derping. Alright, so we should have, if all is correct, we should have seeds going in. Oh. That's no good. I lost track of time. Which means I tend to have baddies hanging around. Alright. So, we've got seeds going over there, wheat going over there for farm 1. I guess the idea now is rinse and repeat. Seal it up, rinse and repeat. Oh, and I can get lower. Oh, haha. Yeah, we had some fun with that water heater. Long story made short on the water heater is that we're getting a new one installed tomorrow. So yeah, I was planting some wheat because I wanted it to manually do its thing while I was busy working on the auto farm. And now that we got the auto farm sort of underway, and I can close it back in and get this one manually going while the while I build the other ones. So if I'm smart about this, I'll only have one hopper line, and I can share the seeds between 2 farms. And we'll see if that's fast enough. Oops. I don't think I need to do that corner at the moment, so let's just roll this. Dirt. Dirt. Oh. Oh. I prefer my wheat farms level with the earth. But as you can clearly see, they're not. Not a bit of it is. 1 block too high. Split it. Oh boy. I built everything one block too low. It's good to know because I don't want to go quite this low in the next spot. I'm actually risking hitting caves. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but man, do I feel dumb. That's okay. Live and learn. Okay, so let's not bother with this one. And I can tear it apart all I want. I'm gonna have to tear it up anyways. At least I know I got it working. So I can break it again. Okay. Let's try and rinse and repeat. So, farm number 2. Got it 2 blocks deep. I'm surprised that I derped that badly. Hey Scrublord, how you doing? Long time no see.
Hello there.
You came back just in time for me to discover I did a really dumb. So, yeah. Okay, let's come down by 2. Good to see you for sure. So what I'm working on, or trying to work on, although, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, is automated wheat farming, run by villagers. However, I have to remember that I don't need it quite so deep this time. Because I have caves beneath me, so the less I go underground, the better. Did I say, is it Lord of the Scrubs? I did see that comment go by in Discord. So for those of you who have commentary to add to this stream or any other, best place to put it is in my Discord, which, if I can just get where my button went, or an exclamation point Discord. There we go. So if you have feedbacks or commentary, but a lot of us do know each other from the Dadcrest73 community, so sometimes there'll be commentary based on things that have happened over there. And I oopsie-daisied. As you can see, Scrubboard, I made it 1 too low, which frustrated me because I've also got a sorting system under here and a dropper tower to spit seeds up there, which is now too tall. Like, it doesn't need to go that high. That's okay. Make mistakes. Okay, so, and I'm short again on the levers and such. Do I have cobblestone with me? No. That would be sensible. That would be so sensible. Alright. Quick sanity trip to the base, just to make a bunch of levers. And then we'll keep on going. I hope your day has been good so far. Yay! And whereabouts are you right now, Neon? I know you are not always in the same place, but which state are you in currently? And how much longer are you planted there? Cobble. What is this one? Another Arizona for another 3? That's not bad. It's not overly hot there yet. Okay, I need... That'll work. I need 9, 18. 19, 20... 19. 20. Yes, 20. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to need 20 levers. It hurts to have an extra, but that's where we're going to leave it for now. High 80s next week already. Wow. Good grief. Yeah, my hair's a little mess because I was helping build a bed and move the old mattress downstairs. Or well, down to our main floor, I suppose. Let's see if I can do that chaos again. And hopefully not quite so far down, and yeah, we'll figure out how to do it better this time. We'll try to escape. I'll be honest, I am very, very done with our winter. It's more that it's inconsistent. And we're starting to hit that weird spring season where you wake up and it's like fog, and then it's warm. Warm-ish, as in like barely below freezing. You'd rather have cold than hot. Yeah, me too, I guess. Oh, and I'm short rails again. Guess what? I forgot. Yep, of course. Sorry, guys. I looked at the yellow box and I didn't bring it. That would have been sensible. One could say, yeah, cold over hot, I'll give you that one. But I'm just still done with the snow. I mean, it was helpful yesterday. We had a bunch of our kids in the Cub Scouts, so we're talking 8 to 10 years old, doing fire lighting, which was a blast. Totally a blast. We played Kayla Bucks. That's how we do ours. And with the Kayla Bucks, basically the kids have to answer some sort of challenge or show they can do a knot or some sort of crazy thing along those lines. And that way they earn basically a Kayla Buck, which basically we're just using what do you call them? Poker chips, large poker chips, and then they turn the poker chip in at the store to buy a part for their setup. So they buy a pie plate, so which is where they're going to be using their fire, it's their fire pit, and then they're buying different sizes of wood they need, and then different starting materials and various pieces, and they buy their matches and so on, with knowing different pieces of information, or as I said, being able to do knots and such. And it's kind of a fun way to do it. The kids got a kick out of it. They wanted us to do it again, so I think we're going to score there. I do it exactly the same as the other one. It should come out here. Nope, can't do. Can't do. But have it end at the other side. This middle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. Actually, let's just do this all in. I'm gonna do these in stone just so I know where the switches, where the levers got to. Take it off first. Yeah, and air conditioners in travel trailers are great, but they can be a little bit noisy and fiddly and other different things. So, I mean, they have their pros and cons for sure. Take this go out. Get under there. The farther south I go, the more nervous I get because there's caves there. Farther south in game, I should say. Let me correct that. That would make more sense. Okay. I made levers. There they are. Oh, oops. When you were so noisy. I mean, I'm glad that works though. Okay, let's put the rails on this one. Okay. And I need this to hopper line, hopper line, hopper line. Sorter's down there. And sorter here. I mean, I guess maybe I could have the sort of this end on this side. I don't want to mess with the redstone there. How far is that? One more? Okay. So this is where the messy one is going to come in. So I'm going to need to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Here, I'm going to have that on there. Of course, no hoppers. You know, that'd be sensible. All right. How many did I need this time? So 9. And then 9, 10. You know what? A lot. Let's just go with a lot. That'll work. Start with these 4. Those 16. 4 chests out of that. 5 hoppers. Nope, no good. I need more than that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many hoppers can I get out of that? I scrolled an awful lot this morning when I was doing this. So, it's definitely a squirrely project for me. More than 13, I know that. Just make a whole bunch. Why not? Okay. Open. Try that on for size. 37 hoppers. Sure, I'll take that. Why not? Just some random number. Sure, why not? Okay. Yep. This one will go that way. And then we need some stuff. Comparator goes this way. Block. Dale does redstone on camera. Not smart in the best of days. This one. Block. Then a comparator again. Comparator or block? Oop. Wrong reference picture. Nope, not that one. Not that one. This. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This will work for now, anyways. Wrong way. I need a block here. And if I'm right, which is a long shot, if I'm right, that should power this rail here. Yes, okay. Then as soon as it goes into that hopper, the rail gets shut off. Okay, so then we need a whole lot of hoppers going off inside this direction.
Everybody get up, it's the party song.
Oops, not a rail. Not a rail. Uh-oh. Well, that's gonna be interesting. That's probably gonna end up over here. Or not. Well, it's somewhere in the system. We'll find it at some point. I want a block of something. Anything, actually. Even a hopper will do. Hopper here. have to raise everything on that other side anyways, so having this go down into the other one at the moment is not a crime. So seeds and whatnot will come across there. Need to get a bunch more rails. Project box. This project box. There we go. I have no idea what music we're listening to. I mean, it's something off the happy list, but it's kind of corny, yet it's a little catchy. Let's see what we got. Better? Easy enough. Thank you for letting me know. No problem at all. Happy to oblige. Now this one needs to go down again. I don't like this gravel, so let's just get the gravel back out of there. Why not? And then block. There we go. The rest of this seems to be dirt, so let's put the rest being dirt then. Okay. Power rail in the corner. Regular rails there. So that should do it for this one, because there'll be a block here to prevent it from going anywhere. That'll be its drop-off point, which should, in theory, wrap around. I don't know why that happened. My phone just started playing. Oh, I know what I said. Hee hee hee. I said in theory, but, you know, the Apple branded super help agent decided I had said its name. Boo! Okay. So let's see where this goes. Do I need a second sorter, or can I just feed it through the first one? I have to move the whole thing up anyways. Royal pain in the Patutski. Oops. Oh well, that's not gonna matter. Oh. There's my rail. Lever. Let's move everything up by one. Use this. See where my new lever spot is. Not that. There. That's frustrating. I have to move everything up by one there. But, you know, mistakes were made. Okay, rails going. Ah, oops. Fell my own hole. Me, guys, not to the hoppers. Alright. Let's get this whole works moved up, which is easier done now rather than later. I've already moved it back one, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Where's the hopper? Good. The hopper going in here, which I don't need. This one. That. This. That one will have the comparator on it. Pull that out. Need a repeater. Plop. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've done this 4 times now, so hopefully we'll get this one going eventually. Redstone. Okay. Should be the end of those 2 for this pile. Doo-dee-doo. And this needs to be a torch. This is the block. I'm gonna use my brain for a little bit and do that. 3. This one. This one. 1. And how inconvenient. It's an odd one. Sometimes moving up 1 does not benefit you. Okay. And oops, not that. It has to be, unfortunately, a hopper going into this. So if I want to test it, then I need to put this one. Throw some flowers in there. How far up did you get? Here's my rail. There's the flower stopped. Alright. Now this probably isn't going to do any good. What else can I throw in there? Let's throw some dirt. Where'd the dirt go? Get those. Get rid of this one. This one. Flowers in there. Yeah, that's where they're gonna stop. Okay. So the problem becomes here. Maybe moving it up isn't such a smart idea after all. On the other hand, I could put one more dropper on the top. But then I'd still end up being redstone exposed, and that's the problem I don't want. Even numbers, odd numbers, you know, all that jazz. Okay. This is why we do this part before the other rails. On the other hand, there is a way around this, actually. As much as it stinks. Got this. Got stopped up there. Okay. Need some of this. it's still jamming. That should fire until it's empty. It's not. And I'm not too fussed because it's just going to be seeds. Just one of those, you know, would like to have it be a nice tidy package. Well. Middle one might be, but I'm not particularly sure how to resolve that one. Because I'm not a redstone guru, I'm afraid. In versions of people do this, but it doesn't help a whole lot because it means it's still going to fire off the same. Okay, I lied. So apparently I missed a block. Thank you, Neon. You are a lifesaver. Now, as much as I said I don't want it underneath, but what I think I'm going to do at the top is just trapdoor it across. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just going to spit seeds and then give a place for villagers to walk. So trapdooring it across the top of that one won't be smart in the slightest. I can actually put slabs or something around it instead. That's probably going to be a better plan. Yes. Okay. Pull up this part. Oops, I'm not there. Okay. I'm getting myself a little lost, so give me a sec here. That will be a rail. I'm actually going to seal it all in so that we're not going to worry too much about the lighting updates because it's going to be updating itself in a 1x1 space. That's the whole plan when I'm done, is just to seal that part all in. You won't have it exposed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so 9's here, and then we're actually going to be doing this sort of thing with the rest of it. So you won't actually see any of that. So. Now, as I understand it, oops, maybe not this one. It's going to be dirt. As I understand it, lighting updates will be non-issue once I get this all covered off. Now, I could be completely right to lunch. I mean, we've discussed, you know, the whole permanoob thing. All I need to do is be able to get the villagers to be able to come pick up seeds from here, so having an extra slab probably won't kill anything. Actually, I'm not even going to bother with that right now. Because, now that I think about it, because I'm going to actually glass it in, I think. And then just have like the center one exposed to them. So yeah, just the center one, and then it's going to be glassed. We'll see it go blinkety blink, and that way we'll know things are working. Okay. Let's go back down here. I have to move everything else. But hey, if I'm completely wrong, do stop me. You know, because like, I've made some silly mistakes before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this will be row 5. I do want to get underneath. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. But again, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's the levers? The levers are... Yeah, never mind. See, something really stupid, but backing off. Okay, you two have to get out of here. This and that. There we go. Now I can get the last two. This one and that one. Oops. Okay. Let's fill some holes and move these. Oh. That's fine, but I need to give you some space so I can actually pick them up. Dump some dirt for now. I don't need slabs. Quantities of dirt. Fantastic. There we go. Oh, ha ha ha. That's why I needed the dirt. Cool. Oh, Delenn, some days. Wow. Hello indeed. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Derpland with Delenn. Hello. Hello indeed. Yes.
Hello.
The raid goes a little wild for a while, so yeah. Apologies to those that aren't into that sort of thing.
There.
Hello there. All right. Let me pause just long enough. What time is it? 9. Yeah.
Oh, hello there.
Hello there, everybody. Okay. Welcome on in. Hey, Bruno. So thank you very, very much for bringing in your crew. Thank you very much for anybody who's dropped in, and I've seen a good number of people this evening. Welcome, welcome. My name is Delenn, and we are... Uh-oh. Yeah, it is just unique, Hanko, I believe, because I don't have anything else muted at the moment. Though I would say... Oh, actually, if you're not getting sound... Hanko, are you on mobile? H-E-N-K-O. There we go. Maybe I can actually have one of my mods or common viewers take over that one. Just to note that viewers on mobile sometimes have some difficulty. Yeah. So Neon's got it right. You need to be at least 480p. I do not know why. I've tried backing things off, and for some reason or other, if you're not running at least 480p, it does not like me. It will give you no sound. I'm sorry about that. I'm still trying to troubleshoot why that is. And if I figure it out, I will let you know.
Hello.
Hey, Setsun. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Welcome on in. So, I'm glad to see everybody. I would like to know, Bruno, what you were up to today, because you're usually doing something pretty cool. Any day with a Bruno day is pretty awesome. How's it going? Not bad. I'm moving a farm. I built a farm with villagers, intending to make it automated, and realized I built it one block too low. So I'm fixing that part before I proceed, and we're going to try and see if we can get it to function. There is sort of in here, in behind, we've got a one unit sorter just to filter off the seeds, and the idea is that it's going to, filter the seeds out separately so the villagers can get hold of them and bundle them up top. At the moment there's a barrel catching everything, but it won't be always there. We'll switch that out pretty quick. Okay, so thanks guys for helping out. I really do appreciate that. Not sure why it does that. If I knew, I would... Oh, no, I don't want that. This one's got to go. Okay. Keep the hopper line integrity intact. Now you can hear? Okay, awesome. Yeah, if I knew why that was, I would definitely tell you, but unfortunately I don't. It's been really a pain in that backside for a while. Okay. Oops, I need another block here. Oh, there's more underneath. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Go this way. I got my sorter sort of like half built, and if I rush it through, I'm not finding where all the pieces went. There we go. Okay, that. Sure, no problem. Enjoy your dinner. Hopefully it'll be something yummy and tasty. Yummy and tasty? Well, yeah, I guess those are the same. Alright. So Dylan does derping, is a good way of looking at it today. But otherwise, we're doing a good bit here. I've got my own reference pictures that I'm using just to make sure that I'm making fewer mistakes than otherwise. But thank you very much for bringing in your crew, Bruno. I always appreciate it. You do a wonderful stream yourself. And I do see we got hold of the... What world are we on? Oh, I see. We're hanging out on Dadcraft73's Java server. So he's a member of the Truly Bedrock crew you guys may recognize. A fantastic individual. And yeah, I have to move that hopper line up. Okay, good. Make sure I was not getting too lost here. He's a fantastic individual. And so his patron members get to play on one of 3 servers. He's got a Java server, a Bedrock server, and a modded server. And this is his Java server that I'm playing on. It's technically the oldest of the 3. We reset the season. Pro Redstoner? No, anything but. Yeah, I'm anything but a pro Redstoner. I'm actually a pro Derper, but you know, that's okay. Okay, so this one goes that way. Then I've got to dig underneath to get the rest. Yeah, no, I'm very good at making a lot of dirt mistakes when it comes to redstone. Most people say, don't do redstone on stream. Yeah, Dylan doesn't listen. Definitely Dylan doesn't listen. Okay, so that one needs to be... Where did... Trying to figure out where did I put... I have a torch that's somehow hiding in here somewhere, and I don't know where it currently is. That's disconcerting. Very, very disconcerting. Aha! It's not a torch, it's a repeater. Okay, this one, and the repeater has to go back. You would think by the time I've made these things 4 or 5 times, or more, that I would figure out where everything goes, but no. Nope. Okay, so let's see. Redstone comes down there, that. Or it's this block, which means I have my torch hiding in here. Aha, perfect. There we go. Put a block down because I don't use that anymore. There. Okay. That should do the trick. Close that up. And remember, can I put one there? I think so. So as I mentioned, what we're doing is hopefully, if all goes well, we've got a hopper line coming through from both sides of the farm, and then they're going to split the seed, just the seeds off, stick them in there, and the wheat is supposed to go to one on the other side of this wall, but that part is too low as well, so I have to dig that up. Let's get the farm finished. This one we need to put in a hopper. Okay, let's get the redstone done on that part. Oops. So that way I can compare what's coming out of the hopper. Then it goes into a block. Get out of the way. Okay, which then gives me a torch. Whoa, no, not that way, buddy. Torch over there. Block here. And I can probably get away with a repeater here. Oh, well, that'll do the trick. And then a block there. And the idea with that is that I can put a powered rail on this one. Excellent. This will be another hopper. That extra block. Okay. Sure. Let's add another one. There. Oops, and that's going the wrong direction. So yeah, I had everything down too far, and I'm trying to raise it now, but of course, mistakes were made. Okay. I'll leave that for a second. Bed. One of us. Pro Derp. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll join that one. I had never heard of the Pro Derp Club. All right. So for anybody who needs it, there it is. Available fun, silly stuff you can do. That isn't quite what I wanted to say, but hey, it works. I never really know what my bot is going to say. Okay, so that one, if I tear out the wall here, shall we? Now, do I have a hopper? Yeah, okay, I do. I have this one. So this one's a free Champion of the Hill. Anybody who wants to be involved, just type the exclamation point join. I think I've got this part all raised up. Nope, I do not. Why do I still have it set for that low? That's really odd. Alright. So too many pieces at once will get me confused. You can always add that one back in as part of the hopper line after. So, stickers. Scoreboard says join. Love it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Two, 3, 4. There we go. So that hopper line's going there. Put the dirt down. Get these lines on the go. 3. 6. Now what's the idea of what's going to happen here is, you guys have probably seen this design many, many, many times before, is once I've got the farm part built with all the auto collection format, then we're going to have villagers moved in, or a villager moved into this section, and then their job, of course, is to do the farming. So they'll do the planting and the harvesting and whatever. And when they harvest stuff, if we're lucky, their inventory will be full of seeds, and they will be what's the word? Not able to turn anything into bread. And then the hopper minecart will come by and steal it. Now, I have a I have a suspicion that it's not quite going to work that way, because the last time I built this farm, I actually couldn't use a rail cart. I ended up having to go with a whole ton of hoppers underneath. So I'm giving it an experiment to see whether or not it's going to work with a rail cart. If it does not, as it's highly likely to fail, then I'll come back in round whatever and try and get a whole lot of probably more hopper carts underneath just to suck everything up. It's a bit of a pain because dealing with that many hopper carts, they don't stay put. So I'm really hoping this is going to work, but you never know. Okay, got these going over there. Now we're looking for the sorter part. I fell in a hole. You dig your own hole, you might as well fall in it, right? Alright. So if it's higher, we need one to go here, just so I can make this part stick out properly. My theme. Oh! You know, this is why you're my mod, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, because, well, I mean, aside from you being generically awesome, you keep me poked and talk about the right things. So this season, my base theme is a medieval theme based on a fake version of the town of Shrewsbury, England. I'm a fan of some mystery books that have that theme to them. So, like this series of Brother Cadfael novels. The result of that is that I figured I would try and build a base on that theme this season. Things are a little wacky. That's okay. Okay, so if this works right, then I can put that one in. This one. And my assumption, this one in. Yeah, get stuck there. Perfect. Perfect. Now, how many of these do I have? Nope, that's exactly what I want. Okay. So far, so good. So that one comes down to the bottom. And then it's supposed to get shoved all the way up to the top. It's supposed to be. So, let's take one more run at this. And I'm looking for wheat to get chucked in there and seeds to get in the other spot. So I should probably grab some of that. Probably out of the top box. That makes sense. That'll work. Fine. Wheat is fine. As long as wheat ends up in the right place. I know the seed section works. If it filters right, the wheat should not end up over here. Sort of an everything else catch box. Kind of silly on my part. Where did I put those? So those are going in nicely. They should be coming along the hopper row there nicely. All right. They're going elsewhere. Where are they going to? Interesting. Okay, well that seems to be working just fine, so I'm not going to argue that. I'm not seeing anything in that hopper. Uh-oh. Yeah, so this isn't right. Because doofus me did not raise the rest of it. I get halfway through. Hi. That would explain a lot. I only raised part of it. Okay. This needs to have torch there. Here to there. We remove a lot of this and reverse it. And this one. Pop your message. Uh-oh, what did I miss? Oh, yes, I did catch it. Okay. Fantastic. Iron Man. Well, can't win them all. So one of the things that we do on this channel is a little bit goofy. I'm going to start one up. Sometimes we predict how much, or whether or not we're actually going to get a chicken. So the way this works is I'll start up a prediction, and I'll throw, when the prediction closes, I'll throw up to 5 eggs. Now each egg has a 1 in 8 chance that you're actually going to get a chicken out of it. When, so if we do get a chicken, then the answer is, of course, yes, you got a chicken. If we don't get one, then we don't get one. Now, I know there's the opportunity to get more than 1 chicken out of the eggs, but that is actually a 1 in 256 chance. So it's pretty unlikely it's going to mess with us. You know, and we wouldn't end up having bonus points out of that anyways. This one. Redstone there. Okay, this one, and I need to remove this. Oh, I said it, then I didn't start it. Silly me. Here we go. This one. So run that. When you hear that sound the second time, we'll go get 5 eggs from the Easter basket. and toss them in the air. Plain and simple. Or short and sweet, I should say. This one. Okay. Let's get out here. Heads up. There. Okay, so now I just need to work the redstone up the tower properly. Because, yeah. So this one needs a block here. Ditch that one. Torch. This one. Block. Torch. You can come out. Take this one off. Should be the last two, I think. Let's see, this one should power that block, which should power that card, or should hit both. Okay. So if I did it right, which is debatable in itself. Let's see. The wheat's not sitting in there anymore. It made it through the filter. Sitting there. Not sitting in here. Or is it in there? Okay, so the question is, where did I lose the wheat to? There's one. There's another one. First one, okay. One. Let's see, so that runs that. Brings this off, and that should power this one. Powers that one. Now, what am I missing about that? There's no hopper there to be in the way. Power this one and that one. Let's try this wheat again. 16 in. I know I've got update problems, I get that. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to do it this way. Nope, that didn't do the trick either. Okay, fine. I have to do it that way, I'll do it that way. No more wheats in here. No more wheats in there. Here, here, here. There. 14. 2. Well, we got some of them through. Here's the other 14. Try this again. 14. You go in there and end up here, please. There we go. Okay, problem solved. See? Derp City. Now we just have lighting updates shut down. Almost landed it. Not bad. Fantastic job, Fox. FSF is amazing. Okay, this one and that one. Middle 16, 15. One trapped in there. That seems to be okay. Alright, let's try and close this stuff in. Okay, and then in theory, direction should that hopper be going? That needs to get sucked through there. That's the end of that one. Alright. So let's get those two hoppers in there. need to go get ourselves some seeds. This one, and it goes in this redstone. Harmless redstone there. Oh, nope, it's not harmless. That's not harmless. Seriously? The rails? Okay. Here's hoping. So we'll do the egg toss, and then we'll see whether or not we are... I guess we should sleep off the night and then do the egg toss. It looks like the skeleton wants to get me. One, two, three, four, five. And see if we got ourselves a chicken. So we have, let's take a quick look here. We have a pot looking like it is 2 people in there at the moment. And we have 1 on each side. Not bad. So we'll see who gets what. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's an 2. But yes, we definitely got 2 chickens this time. So then the prediction, come back and we'll resolve it. Or yes, we got a chicken for sure this time. Fresh. Dang. You donating your points again, Fantastic Sherlock Fox? Oh. The nice bit about these guys is most of the time I can ignore their existence. That sounds really insane, but really they just watch me and stay out of my road, so... You failed to donate your points? I've never heard somebody complain about that before. That's a new one. Okay, so... Let's see. So if I've got the sorter on this side... Right? If I remember correctly? Yeah. So we've got the sorter on this side. Which means that I need to build another sorter on this other side simply because otherwise this stuff all feeds it straight into the seed box, and that's no good. See if I can remember how to do this. Take out the extra ones of these just so I can see what I'm doing. Alright. One of the other things that we sometimes play around on here, if anybody is in that sort of mood, is we usually do a... I shouldn't say usually. We often have people who want to put through playing a game called... Oh, lovely. Yeah. People who want to put through a game called Geek Out. Now, the Geek Out... Shush. The Geek Out game is just exclamation point Geek Out. What it does is it actually gives a set of... remember correctly. It gives a set of or a topic. That's the word. Topic that people are supposed to try and name. So, for example, you might have movies, or maybe you'll have television show actors, or whatever. This one. Har, 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 har. Like, seriously, dude? Those guys are so noisy. One of my favorite mods, I'm using the fabric mod set, so even though this is a vanilla server, I use a good number of quality of life mods, as you can probably see. And... oh, and with that, one of my favorites is actually the mapping system from Journey Map and stuff, but my absolute favorite at the moment is actually called Extreme Sound Muffler. Now, it's one of those ones that has not been updated in forever and a day. But the Extreme Sound Muffler is allowing me to get rid of a lot of the villager noises that people are listening to, and things like cats and so on and so forth, because they can get pretty noisy. Okay, so that should match. All right. Can I get out of here? Maybe, kind of, sort of. That becomes a charged up block. Okay. I think I can get away with that, but no, not much more. I can't attach those two, so there's a block there. Dirt piece. Okay, I guess not. You guys want to make your presence known any louder? Okay, so once we have everything sorted out, then the guys, you really need to sort your manners out a little bit. Okay, so we need some filler. Plenty. What do we call it? Sorter, filler. And I need that wheat from earlier. Are you kidding me? Come on, buddy. Where did I put this? That'll be the center line. All the stuff comes along here. Should be right down in here. Whoops. Yep, it was down there. All right. This one is to have wheat and filler. Nobody asked you guys for your opinion. You can just stick it in your ear. Ah! Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Glenn's in very big trouble. Ow. Ow. Okay, this... Yeah, ow. Oh, piss off. Okay, well, that's a great way to die. No. Ow. Bad boys. However, they conveniently disappear as soon as I explode. That was, less than optimal. Very much less than optimal. Where are my boots? Where'd my boots go? I bet you my boots ended up in the system. That's hilarious. Okay. Uh-oh. Yes, we'll have to... Oh. No. There's my sword. And the bow we got partway. Shield that should have been up there. Oh well. Derp City. You guys got to see it here first.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, perfect timing. So, Benson, did you get to see the latest crazy? I guess I did a dumb. Now the question is, where did it end up? There's some of it. Oh, there's my rockets. Okay. Yeah, it was, interesting. I'm having a little bit of fun with it, though. So I guess some of it went in here. Oh, for Pete's sake. Some of it went over there. There's the carrots. There's the torches. There's the boots. Okay. What's this? Everything else spitter? Some of it go over there? No. Alright. Boots back on. I think we're back in business. I think. Fantastic Show Fox, that is worth clipping, I'm afraid. It's terrible, but it's worth clipping. I had noted that I had a pillager party hanging out, and I decided to just ignore them. You know, just keep on working. No big deal. They'll just be noisy and eventually wander off, and they look like they were. Well, they decided to change their mind, change their direction, and I was down in a hole. So they had me for breakfast. And I exploded. And just as you came back, or sorry, as you arrived, that's when I respawned and got all my stuff. But the project we're working on, and I'm hoping if there's some other random stuff I forgot, it'll filter its way through. The project we're working on is getting a couple of slots of villager-run, hopefully, farm. Yeah, should be. Did I end up with 2 runs like that? Oh, should be 3. But hopefully villager-run farm, such that when the seeds and the wheat go down into the whole crazy hopper line. That's embarrassing. Let me just get rid of that. Bleep. There. When they get into the whole hopper line, then they should theoretically filter off the seeds and have them split back in the middle so that the farmers can get them. And then the wheat will end up over in this chest, over here. So far, so good, although I don't think I need anything else harassing me right now. Bad boys happened, yes. Mannerless bad boys came to play. And apparently I somehow have a golem on the roof. Interesting. Thank you very, very much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Filters. All. Oh. Interesting. Yes. Very interesting. Alright. You also missed that we've had a raid from our fine friend Bruno, which it's a first for me, because I raid Bruno fairly regularly. Well, thank you very much, Hanko Cheppes. I raid Bruno fairly regularly, and normally he doesn't raid me, and I have no problem with that, you know, because he's got things to do, busy world, TB crew, TB crew or TB crew, let's put it that way. And they don't usually raid the smaller people, but we got an awesome raid, and I am very, very pleased that I was able to host these fine people. These fine folks. So. Alright. Also, actually, you missed a chicken prediction, or an egg prediction, where we actually had 2 eggs come up. So yeah, it's a little unusual. But nobody has geeked out yet today, so that's quite interesting. Geek out is another one of those things that it's just an exclamation point, geek out, all one word. And that's a free thing we do around here. Just to help keep conversation interesting. So it's always a pleasure. Oh, speaking of which, someone has geeked out. So our geek out topic appears to be literature. We have to name 2 Irish authors. Irish is the key. To be honest with you, I'm not sure I could. I mean, Scottish authors, I'm not great at either, but just about everybody thinks Robbie Burns. Ooh, James Joyce. Yes. See? This is why Fantastic Sherlock Fox is good at these games. I need a minecart. A cart of mining times 2. This one. You're scraping for another one. Well, if no such luck, then in about 5 minutes we can always try another topic. But that's the sort of thing that we have with the Geek Out. So it does a random roll, and unfortunately the random system I have only does numbers, so I had to coordinate the numbers with the colors available. And then whatever number comes up, you get the color. And then we hopefully manage to converse enough amongst ourselves to actually get the answers. It's not limited to just Fantastic Sherlock Fox being able to answer. Even though he brought up Geek Out, it's actually open to anyone. So those should work. Oh, this should. Oh, well, I have something interesting. Yep, I do have that. Okay. I check this. I'm probably going to have dirt. Okay, great. So now I can plant things. Grab my slabs. Did I bring the water? Did I remember the water? Negatory. I only brought one composter. Well, that's silly. You need two. Two composters. So I'm just going to grab some water, and I'm going to pull this out of my way. Let's just hope we don't end up with bad boys again. So I've turned off the sound for the minecart specifically because I've got one running pumpkin farm just on the far side there, and it was just seeming kind of noisy, and I've got one in this side for a sugarcane farm and one on the back side of the wall for a bamboo farm, and they were just in the way. We have 2 buckets. That will be ideal. That's all I need. Oops. I didn't see Bad Boys 2. No, I did not, and I hope I don't. Okay, let's get this water. That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. I should say, I earned that. Right. So, actually, you guys haven't seen the base. I'm going to make it really short, because there's not a whole lot to show. Okay, so, most of it, I'm going to do it from map style. There used to be a village down on the southeast side, and I've gotten rid of that. A lot of these holes are still there, as much as I don't like them, but it is what it is. I have a sheep farm in this building, and we've got a pumpkin farm, and then you can see off the left where we're working. But I have free cam installed, so as the keep for the castle, that's with the iron farm. Ooh, Bram Stoker, yes! We've got the iron farm there, you know, lovely little stables, a couple of random houses with a lot of villagers just putzing around doing their thing. And then we have the farms we're working on. This lovely yurt is our guest yurt, built by Wolfen on our server. And her business is called Yurts Truly, and she goes around and builds yurts for people. Pretty cool. Pretty common to see the pumpkin farm and melon farm. Now, the reason I've got pumpkins on the outside is because that's actually jack-o'-lanterns, and I put them on everywhere because it allows us to have less of the pumpkins and melons and whatever squirting out the side. They still do drop from time to time, but not all that commonly. So then we've the last piece in this one. We've got a little sheep farm, whoop, through the wall. Then we've got all 16 colors, and then we've just got minecarts going around in circles. Then upstairs, then we've got, at the moment it's barrels, but I'm saving enough space, I believe, to move it out a little bit and then make them double chests so I can double the space easily. But as you can see, we need a bunch of thatch. Now I've got probably enough to finish this project because I've had a server mate donate a double chest full of stacks. But the idea that we're working with here, just grabbing the quick reference photo, do references, sketch map. All right, so this is the sketch map from the CAD file book series, based on real life Shrewsbury, but a fictional version of it in the medieval period. Long story made super short on that one. Nerdy is good here. So long story made super short. Oops, I guess I have to be me. But that book series is 20 books long, based around a monastery, which you see off to the east side of the map there. But it actually uses real names of real historic people from the real location in a fictionalized version of a real time period. So in other words, like there was Civil War in England that they talk about in the books and so on. And so working on that, we need a lot of thatch for the houses. Hence the reason I'm automating the farm, so that if I go AFK, just hang out in the yurt for a little while, then the farms can just harvest themselves, is the plan. Now, as you guys are no doubt seeing thus far, I derp. Quite a lot of derp. The result of that, references, there we go. the result of that is that I don't know if having a minecart on a rail is going to be fast enough to pick up the wheat I need, or if I'm going to have to go back underneath and tear it all up. But I guess we can science this one together, right? Which means that I'm going to need to get a villager, or two. Normally, you don't stay for long on the raids, they don't catch your attention, but I caught your eye. Well, I'm glad. I'm spoiled. Thank you very, very much. I love Bruno's energy, which is part of why I raid him. He's a really great guy, and sometimes he's actually the... I love the fact that he seems to keep up the energy, but I can understand it's really good for burnout. So, I'm not surprised that he didn't stick around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this will be the right hole. But I was worried that I plugged it. This one. That one. Dirt. More dirt. How did I end up short on dirt? Seriously, Delenn. This is like... You're outdoing yourself on the dirt today. 4, 7. Okay. Waste a rocket or two, why not? I was working not too long ago on farms for, like, working on mob farms, because below this base, below our feet, actually a little bit more out this direction below our feet, we have a couple of very, very large caverns. But unfortunately, said large caverns, when I wanted to build an underground mob farm, I had to light up a lot, which is not something I'm very good at. So I got a bunch of it lit, and then I decided that the way the mob farm worked out in the end, in order to get it drop height, I needed to... Oh. Okay. In order to get drop height, I needed to actually... Oh, fine. You can move. Thank you. I need to actually have it taller, so I only had room left for 3 layers of the farm. So, yeah, it sounded dumb, but because I only had 3 layers, and it wasn't working all that well because I had mobs everywhere, that I started digging down, thinking, okay, well, I'll just dig down and connect 2 caverns together. Great, no problem. Yeah, kind of omitted the bit where I should have gone and dug out below that. Not dug out, sorry, lit up below that earlier, like far, far earlier. And by the time I actually remembered to do it, there's a significant concentration of mobs. So, yeah. It got to be a little overwhelming for my particular skill level. So it's one of those things I may go back to, but for the time being, I've abandoned the project. Didn't even bother tearing anything out other than the beacon that I was using. I just said, nope, I'm out of here, and that was that. So the plan had been, if things worked, to 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, whoops. That's no good. I didn't count right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. This one. Yeah. So that was the idea. Had been on that farm to, to make it into a general mob farm. But the bonus I was really looking for was being able to, get just a little bit of gunpowder to be able to make the rockets. Because what you see on my hotbar is all the rockets she has at the moment. And yeah, it didn't go quite as well. What do we have this one? Movies, 2 films in which a ninja appears. I would say in English, pursuant to your question, and that was just because it's every one of them. I derp on days that end in Y, and they don't even end in Y in the traditional sense. Sometimes in my world they end in Y with a WH. Okay. Let's get this one rolling, and then we can go steal a villager or two from the castle. Because in all honesty, farmers are the easiest ones to replace if I need to. You got me. So yeah, you may have noticed in the chat guidelines that we say English only, and it's not to be, we're not intending to be anti-inclusive. It's purely because it's difficult for us to appropriately moderate everyone in other languages, but we would love to be able to once in a while hear a cool phrase, provided you're willing to translate honestly. So I'm willing to be flexible in that direction, because I find it fun to learn things from other languages, but not something that I can, or that I can't. I guess keep family friendly, because that's one of the big rules around here, is to be as family friendly as possible. You never know when somebody's got a young shoulder surfer, and what I mean by that is youth who may be hanging over their shoulder wanting to watch or walk into the room, and I don't want to be responsible for ever saying or bringing to their attention something that they may not be ready for or interested in or whatever. So yeah, that's the whole family-friendly spiel, and I'm sticking to it. But I mean, if you want to say the odd thing in Spanish, go for it. Just please try to remember that we stay family-friendly. Yeah, no problem. I'm sure that you I'm sure you've figured out that vibe already. It's just one of those things I like to say once in a while, just in case there is anyone else listening. Just to say that, yeah, she let him speak Spanish, but why not all the other times? Well, here's why, and here's when it's appropriate. I mean, the same thing would happen with, an Arabic or Cyrillic language too, provided that someone was willing to be honest about what they were saying. It's just difficult to be careful all the time. Okay, we've got this far. Now, let's see if I can throw some glass around the outside. And I'm so tempted to make a glass joke, but it would not be appropriate. So, yeah. Brains going on the fritz. I need... I can understand that. Life gets busy and things don't always work out the way you want all the time. Okay, can I? Nope, I'll put it on here. Look, there we go. This one. That one. Or like, Packety. He streamed in English, and since then he does it in 50-50. I mean, the big key is, if you want to stream in another language, I have no problem with people who stream in any language, right? And I will even sit in on some that are mixed language streams. For me, the big difference is whether or not, it's not that can I hear them or understand them, it's whether or not they have mods who are able to mod in those various languages. That's really what it comes down to, right? Or that the streamer is able to catch enough that should something go sideways in a language they don't have a mod for, that they're able to handle it. To me, that's basically all it takes, I guess. Okay. Now, the idea, this, that, I can take out this one now. That's really what it is so if you don't mind moderating the Spanish portion yourself, by all means, go for it. But if you don't have if you need mods because you have a busy channel, then making sure that you've got mods for every language you want to stream in is probably pretty important. If your channel is busy, like mine's really small, I might be able to handle it, but I'm myself not versed in any other language well enough to be able to have more than a phrase or two. Where are we going? Okay. Fantastic Sherlock Fox, do you want that now, or should we use that as closing material? End of stream? Okay. So you like the last 5 being... Alright, let's see, do I have... Well, I don't have enough glass with me. Let's see if I can get... For you? Awesome. I don't particularly want mods conversing with one another. Not mods, sorry. Villagers. If they talk to each other, then we have potential for issues. Not to mention they start throwing wheat at each other, or bread at each other, and then we don't get wheat out of the farm. Alright. Now, if this one actually works and produces enough, then I may not turn the third one into automatic, but we'll have to see. Or I might move the third one over so that we can actually make 2 more together. Kind of like this setup, just repeat the whole thing. So, let me ask you, Enko, what sort of material would you be interested in streaming if you did? No, certainly not. Chit chat between mods. I apologize for giving that impression. That was not what I meant. No. I hope I was a little bit clearer. Minecraft and League of Legends. Oh, I missed that. Okay. I'm not much of a League of Legends player, but mostly because I don't know much about it. But that doesn't preclude me from catching a League of Legends stream down the line. That would be interesting. Yeah, Minecraft has a pretty big following right now. The difficulty with streaming Minecraft that I'm finding is just that it can be... How do I put it? Difficult to differentiate yourself. Right? Okay, so to stand out from the crowd and be the one that people want to see. Some manage it very well, and some not so much. I think I've got what I need, so let's see if we can get a villager, and I can cap it off to prevent witches after the fact. Yeah. Minecraft crew is pretty big, and it also has quite a wide range of people. So I find it interesting that when you're finding... Oh, I guess I have to sleep. When you're finding adults streaming Minecraft, they tend to attract adult-age people. Parents, grandparents, people who don't mind being, with people that age, so that sort of crew. Whereas if you... Why did you get a mention? It's a good question. I'm going to bet that it was Fantastic Sherlock Fox being very proactive. Yes. There you go. We don't mind spreading around the shoutouts around here. It's not a big deal. Because the more we can just support the streaming community as a whole, the more in the long term everybody has a good time. And that's really a big key for me. Okay, villager. What are you the novice farmer? Oh, you're the master one. If I can catch the novice one, that'd be better. Dude? This one. Nope. Where is... I have a whole bunch of them. Can't find them. It's funny you should mention that. And what I mean by that being funny is that there are actually quite a lot, weirdly. Expert. You're an expert now. How'd that happen? Expert in what? Wheat. Oh, how convenient. Okay, let's see if I can find anybody else, because I know I had 4. Where's the other guy? 1, 2. So I see one down here. Oh, he's out behind the building. So that would be the one possibility. Funny you should mention that, though, because we do actually have some in the community that are actually, strangely enough, older than that. And I really appreciate seeing them as part of the community. So I've checked you three. I think the other guy over here. Yeah, he's got a... Okay. So it looks like I leveled you up. Didn't even remember doing so. Yeah. Bud, you need to come over here. You're coming with me. Coming with me. If I can't get you in the next 5 minutes... Oh. I path blocked it for simplicity's sake, but actually, at some point, I will eventually. Come on, dude. We'll eventually switch it over to being moss carpets. 5-minute window and Lego, yeah. Nope, I can't seem to get you going in 5 minutes, buddy. So I'll leave you here. I'm just gonna make sure I go in one of the buildings just so that I don't end up with phantoms over my head. And we will switch over to the Lego build. So, chitter-chattering at you guys while I get the Lego set up. I'm doing Harry Potter themed Lego. Some like it, some don't. So just a warning in advance if that's potentially not your cup of tea. But, hey, it's mine, so yeah. Camera straight. Sometimes straight isn't happening. Okay. So where we left off earlier today, we have... Oops, where's the timer? Go. Where we left off earlier today, we have ourselves most of the wall. Nope. Pretty close to the end of the stream. I usually only run till 7, but I will get this one the full 5 minutes. Oh, till 7? I mean 7 mountain time. Okay. Where are we here? I need to just make sure I can interact with this. There we go. So that I need to make sure I can interact with the instructions so I can change them. So now we're on to 54, which has a new chunk getting built to the main piece. So we've got bottom one. Sorry for the extra white. We're still getting the bugs worked out. All right, so we've got that. Same time zone as... Oh, well, that's convenient. Yeah. So I'm in the mountain time zone in Canada, and we're on daylight time right now. So that works out well. Looks like we've got... on 56. Little square one underneath. We need circular button times 2. Where's the other one? We need the snitch. And a gray section here. There's another circular one. Oh, 2 different colors. That's no good. I need to find 2 brown ones. There we go. That's better. Oh yeah, I love it when we start getting good sunrises and good sunsets. This is a great time of year. I am, aside from being a streamer, I'm also a scout leader here in Canada, and for both younger sections 8 to 10, and the older kids for the scouts, 11 to 14, I believe. And those kids, they're great to work with, but it's really nice to be able to do things outdoors with them. And so it's always good to not have to worry about running around with headlamps and such. So I really enjoy the better weather that we start to get. But it does make for things that end up really, really busy at this time of year, because of course I enjoy streaming, but there's a lot of, particularly in Minecraft, there's a lot of off-stream grind prep that needs to get done just to keep things rolling. And unfortunately, when it gets to be better weather, it also turns out to be camp season. So things start really picking up in the scout field. So sometimes, unfortunately, the streaming suffers as a result just because a lot of pressure to do AFK stuff. You get awesome sunsets from your room. That's great. Nice and oranges and pinks and all kinds of colors. Yeah, scouting is cool. and it's available all over the world. Well, I shouldn't say all. There's 137, I think, member countries of what they call the World Organization of Scouting, or World Organization of Scouting Movements. And the nickname is WASM. And it's a treat to be a part of that, because kids get to learn all kinds of things, from backpacking to just last night we were doing 8 to 10-year-olds roof fire lighting. So quite literally, they were actually setting pans of like pie trays, the foil pie plates full of tinder and stuff on fire. It was kind of fun. Well, it's 5 minutes of Lego per redeem, so it's one of my points redeems. So the longer you stay and the more points you earn, you can actually request 5 more minutes. It's sort of like, if you watch Bruno, another one of the people who plays on Truly Bedrock is Maribel Jade, and she does a single-ish Lego step. So often hers are even shorter than mine. Just a different style. And I mean, it's free for points. I have much larger builds to work on. So for example, hopefully coming soon, there will be a stream set aside outside of my Minecraft schedule, which is posted on the page if you need it. But outside of the Minecraft schedule, we'll be doing an extra stream, hopefully fairly soon, for the Harry Potter, what do they call it now? I'm just trying to get the correct name. So they're just calling it the 12 Grimmauld Place set. So it's a house that hides in between 2 other buildings. And that's going to be a fairly large build. So the fairly large builds will have more stream to themselves rather than doing them step by step like this. And see, if I get talking and don't pay attention, I miss steps. That's okay. I just didn't put the clip on that's supposed to be at the bottom, which means we're going to end up in incorrect height if I do that. There we go. I probably also should follow the instructions as opposed to simply putting on the pieces in the picture. But thankfully I managed to get a spot where it didn't really matter. Okay, so at the end of this step, we have expired our timer. You've seen it disappear from the screen there. So that was the end of the 5 minutes. Only thing after this, so I'll do the very next step, is they're just attaching that to the main section you see below. Right in here. I think that's probably a good place to stop. It's kind of like when you read a book and you want to get right to the end of the chapter before you stop and put in your bookmark. The last long one, you're right, the last long build I did was Dumbledore's office, exactly. I think. Yeah, that was the last long one I did, and then I have also done Serious Escape on there, but we've done some smaller builds as well. Okay, so we have passed the hour. The other reason I usually don't mind going 2 or 3 minutes after the hour is that then it gives other people who may be a little tight on time or their clocks are slightly different than mine, it gives them a chance to get rolling and started. It is, yeah, it's a very cute little golden snitch. I love that one. Let's see, who is on tonight? Awesome. Okay, so we're going to head over to another one of the Dadcraft 73 community. We're going to join Huge Stormy Owl. She tends to start her stream with words on stream and then launches into Minecraft. Tonight she appears to be going to be building a castle on the Dadcraft Bedrock server, also known as Dadrock. So I'm going to get that stream started and then say my thank yous to everybody. So let's see if my magic buttons will work this time around. This one.
Mischief managed.
Excellent. Awesome. So, just wanted to say thank you to everybody that came in. I appreciate the 2 new follows from Big Kisser and Hanko, and to the raid from Bruno. Oh boy. Ugh. Welcome back in to... ooh, whoops. Too much. Too much. So I want to say thank you to everybody showing up on the screen there who are our wonderful viewers. Because we had such a large raid, I can't actually list off all of the names. But if you didn't see your name there and you were just hanging out and just chilling and relaxing, then no problem at all. And thank you very much for coming in. Say hi to Stormy. Feel free to grab any emotes that you like or either of those 2 raid messages. And if you had a great time, I will be back tomorrow morning, noon Eastern or 10 a.m. Mountain, and we'll get back on those farms and see where the science turned out. So have yourselves a great night, and bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.